Well, I've got the food all ready to put into each of the aquariums. I'm going to do this group here first. The giant Daniels go immediately up. And some of that food's going to fall into the bottom there. Then I'm going to feed these guys up here. Whoop. And they're all going to come out here shortly. And then this aquarium down here, I'm going to give them a sprinkle of food also and let them come out. These guys are out there eating already, and the giant Daniels are eating off the surface. In this aquarium there are not too many albino ancisturus. I may move some of my baby ancisturus albinos up here to this aquarium. But the activity really starts to increase. Ancisturus plecostomus are one of my favorite fish. And then of course the petricola catfish, there must be 60 of them in this aquarium here. They're some that I raised from little babies. Started with 3 originally. Here's one of my largest male ancisturus plecostomus. And there's a little zebra loach there behind him. Now in this aquarium I also have 2 clown loaches and 6 coolie loaches and probably 15 or 20 petricola syndontis catfish. They're just staying hiding in the back there. There's a female right there by that filter tube. I could tell by the big tummy on it. Look at the size of this ancisturus female here. She is the chubbiest little guy or girl that I have ever seen as far as ancisturus go. And then down in this lower aquarium, we've got some feeding activity going on here also. I'll zoom in a little bit with the camera. This one here, most of these small plecostomus that are about 1.5 inches long, 1.25 inches long, are some that were hatched last year, and they've been surviving but not growing very much. The aquarium is definitely has too many fish in it, but I don't buy new fish. I just allow them to reproduce, and I tend to give fish away. The giant Daniels, I should catch a bunch of them and trade them for other kinds of fish, but at best I think I only could get about 50 cents a piece for them, and it's just not worth the gas and the trouble to go and sell fish at stores that they resell for $3. You know, usually a giant Daniel doesn't cost much more than that. Plecostomus, ancisturus plecostomus, in the old days I could actually get $2 in trade for a young ancisturus plecostomus like this, but everybody has discovered that they just reproduce so easily, and they're such good parents that it's real easy to raise them. And I think I've done a few videos about how to do that, but as you can see, all these plecostomus are ones that I raised, and there are none that I bought. The original plecostomus, I think I originally purchased 4, maybe 6 little tiny plecostomus, raised them up, and then they started reproducing, and the rest is history. I've raised probably thousands of them by now, but as far as doing it again, it's just never ceases to make me enjoy the hobby just a little bit more when I can get my fish to reproduce. Now some fish like this little zebra bodie there and there, there's 6 of them in here, they don't reproduce in captivity as far as I know, but somebody probably could give them the water quality and the privacy that they may demand. But I can't, not in a community aquarium. This male here has such interesting coloration. I really like him. But it's just a result of inbreeding or whatever's been happening in my aquariums over the past decade or two. I've had ancisturus for more than a decade, the original 4 or 6, and they just reproduce. And then of course I've got the native natural coloration. Also very beautiful, beautiful coloration. You can see a catfish, syndontis petricola, that has a white spot on his side, and there's this fighting activity going on, and they do that territorial fight, and it damages their bodies. They have teeth, and this is just about, has to be the carrying capacity of this aquarium, or beyond the carrying capacity. But look at this. These are little baby ancisturus plecostomus that somehow reproduced, the male and female reproduced in this community aquarium and actually had little baby plecostomus. Now these guys are close to a month old now, and they're not growing real fast, but I try to feed them every day, at least once a day, and little baby plecostomus do need to have a little extra food, but they're getting just enough food in their little micro environment between these slanted slates that they are able to survive. Just a little tiny bit of life in an overcrowded aquarium. It is amazing, and they're just as feisty as can be. Pretty amazing. To me, it's very amazing. Just in there. There's 2 of them. You can probably tell from my video that ancisturus plecostomus are one of my favorite fish. Hope you enjoyed this video. This concludes this video.